I believe my colleague Lutendo Bobodi is ready now on that Democratic Alliance and Limpopo Provincial Elective conference that's underway in Limpopo, Polokwane. Some party giants, including the previously suspended provincial leader Jacque Smalle, are contesting for positions. Over 120 delegates from all over the province are expected to vote for their favorite leaders. Lutendo Bobodi is on the story, as I said earlier. Let's cross to him now for more.
Thank you so much, Leah. Well, yes, of course, we're here in Polokwane, where the DA, of course, is converging here, and delegates from all over the province coming here to elect their leaders today here in Limpopo. A very cold morning here, and actually it's about 161 delegates, that making 93% of the expected delegates who are coming here to vote. Of course, 10 positions will be contested, but particularly engrossing two positions, that is provincial leader and provincial chairperson. I see some of the names there, some political juggernauts here in the province when it comes to the provincial leadership. Marlene van Staden, the mayor of Murimulle, there's Nico Minar, the former mayor of Lipalale, who's also here, and of course provincial chairperson Jacque Smalle, who was former leader here, and of course Desiree van der Walt also contesting for that position. But for now, the DA federal leader John Steenhuisen joins me. Thank you so much, and also thank you so much for your patience.
Only a pleasure, thank you.
Yes, your dance move suggests that all is well and it's all systems go. Am I right?
Yes, I think it is. This province has been through a bit of a difficult patch in the last year or two. It's now having an conference. We're one of the few parties in the political landscape that has elective conferences to elect our leaders. And I think it's going to go well today, and whoever is elected as the leader and the chair and the various other positions today, we're going to go forward united into this next election.
And this conference is in Limpopo. You said that in your speech, when you were opening this officially, you said you drive around Limpopo and you see a lot of potential, and you said Limpopo would be great if it had a government that cared. That's according to your words. Can you elucidate on that?
Yeah, well, I think that driving around this province, and I drove in yesterday from Mpumalanga through here, it's got every ingredient: natural beauty, abundant natural resources, resourceful people. It just needs a government that's going to get the basics right: infrastructure, the state of roads, the state of our clinics and schools, the state of our safety and security infrastructure. All of these are being let down to the point now where the province is literally not growing to the point where it should be. This should be a tourist mecca. We should have queues of tourists coming here to partake in the beautiful natural beauty here. But unfortunately, there's a government that's more interested in its own infighting than on serving the people of the province.
And you say you're a government in waiting, but you use an allegory of a wounded buffalo to describe the ANC, warning that they could be dangerous in the next elections. Can you also explain?
Yeah, well, I don't think anyone should write the ANC off. And I mean, that's the point I've been making around the country, that if we're going to win this, it's going to be tough. And the ANC are going to be desperate to cling to power. They're starting to feel the loss of power. They've seen what's happened in municipalities and the like, and they can see what's coming. And so we mustn't underestimate them. And our clear message to the party: if we want this, we've got to go out and fight for it. We've got to go and work for it, because it's not going to fall into our laps. And the days of just pointing fingers at the ANC and saying the ANC are bad are over. That's lazy politics. We've got to go and make the case to voters why they've got to vote for the DA.
Yeah. And you said that you're weakening the ANC, especially in the KZN, but what just happened recently at the Nelson Mandela Bay, Mayor Retief being ousted, what's your reaction on that?
Well, again, I mean, very fragmented politics in there, and the very same party, the Northern Alliance, that came to us 8 months ago begging us to remove the corrupt ANC from office, have now switched sides and gone back to the government that they were very unhappy with. And we've seen this take place in these municipalities where people haven't given the DA a significant enough of a chunk of votes to be able to form stable governments. But that's also why we're involving Parkim on this Moonshot Pact. We're hoping to bring opposition parties together a year ahead of the election, so we don't end up with the scramble at the last minute to try and form alliances and go. We can get something stable that we can put before the people of the country.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's it. Yes, you heard what he's saying also about the ANC. He said we are in the doom and gloom, and He said that DA is the only, hope for the people of South Africa. You should have heard what he said about Cyril Ramaphosa, saying that his leadership qualities are not there, and also he's a poor commander of the army. That's according to the man they call John Vulligate.